Alrighty then. Hello gamers, hello gamers. How's it going? God, the music's like a little too loud on my headphones. Alright, it is another stream day for sure. A Friday to be in fact, which we're not doing a fan game night today because I wanted to do something else differently. I've really been wanting to play this game today, which some of you will see on the title, but this is a cool little indie game that I've been wanting to play for so long now, or at least like stream it. And it's Pseudoregalia, or is it Pseudoregalia? I always forget how you pronounce it, but yeah, we're gonna be playing that in just a bit. I just gotta make sure I have everything set up for sure. I was gonna start a little earlier today, but sadly, I got food a little late tonight. But you know what? Like it was good food. It was good barbecue that my brother got for me and the family, which was really nice. It was very nice and very good, and I thank him for that. But yeah, I am good and well fed, and yeah, I'm gonna just have a good time tonight and just go through Pseudoregalia in like maybe an hour or so. I don't know. Shouldn't take me too long. Was a good try. Having as much fun as possible in GU before hopefully Ireland tonight. Oh yeah, it's true. We might do that, man. Do that. I am lit tired. Hey, Dark Bug. Hope it's going well, man. Yeah, it do be a late night for sure. It do be a late night. Oh, ad. Oh yeah. Probably gonna play an ad right now because I took a while. That's fine though. That's fine though. I won't be starting until a little bit because I at least want to give the stream a bit of time and also make sure the stream ain't lagging, which it seems like so far from what I'm seeing. Oh, as soon as I said that, it dipped for a bit. Okay, it's back to normal. Okay, let me check real quick because I always got to do a little speed test of the internet just to see how good it's running, because we gotta know if the internet's running fine. Oh no, it started dipping the minute I tried streaming. Great. Oh, that's fucking great. I love this shit internet so fucking much. I just gotta wait until next week until I can switch off the Frontier, because God in heaven, please let me just have one good fucking stream. All right, well, I'll give it a little bit then. I'll give it a little bit of prep time before we start later tonight, because I want to make sure the internet's good and you guys are able to at least enjoy the experience. But so far, it seems like it's fixing itself. Let me give that another go. Let me check real quick. Okay, should be... Is it going? Okay, it's going back up. Okay. It was just having a little bit of a lag spike. It's all good. We could get started now then, I guess. All right, let's switch off. Okay, everything should be set up. Let me move some stuff around, and then yeah, let's get started in just a bit. This is gonna be kind of weird because I don't really play Pseudoregalia on my on the Steam Deck as much. I tend to play it more on, like, you know, on my PC, so it's gonna be a little different setup wise, but the game shouldn't be too hard for me to get into and play. But yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot the volume. Give me just a sec. I forgot the volume is like really low on my end. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Okay, let's start. Don't look at the hours, by the way. I haven't. This isn't like what my favorite indie platformer game of like a few years back. It's a good game though. I love this game a lot. So streaming it for the first time now is gonna be really fun. Well, I shouldn't say the first time because I have played this game before, but this is kind of like first time I'm actually streaming it live. So this is gonna be interesting, you know, for sure. Okay, you guys should be able to hear the music and everything. Hopefully I didn't turn on the volume. Also, my controller's just not working. Okay, now it's working. Everything should be up. Yeah, we are gonna do a bit of a fresh run in this. Like I'm gonna, because you'll see my file select. I have a lot of save files. I like this game a lot. But I'm gonna be starting on a new save entirely, and we're just gonna play it, and we're gonna see how far I can get into this, because I've done like runs multiple times where I beat in this game in an hour, and I'm kind of just doing this solo, you know. Like I was thinking about maybe doing VC stuff, but I feel like doing a solo run is better, so I could better focus on what I'm doing and speed run this game, you know. And plus it's nice to do a solo stream once in a while, just to, like, you know, do all that. Even though I really would have loved to do like a VC thing, but that's fine. I think I'm gonna do that for sure. Maybe tomorrow or some other time next week with the Sonic streams. But yeah, besides that, enough rambling. Let's actually get started. But yeah, this game is really fucking good. I'll say. Like, I think back then on Twitter and I think on Blue Sky, I think mostly Twitter, this game was making the rounds here and there. Just because of the fact that like a lot of people were liking this game, though I know a lot of people like this game for the wrong reason. Well, no, actually no, I'll say for the good reason, because you know, furry character. Because everybody knows the furry character here and there are so well. But luckily, there are big ways we can play this game. I'm gonna use the pants option because why not? I ever said how much I hate Ultra Raffles? I think you have, Cinnamon. I think for sure you have said that in the past. Also, like if anyone's watching this for the first time, this ain't like a first playthrough for me. I've played this like so many times already, so this is literally gonna be like a very fast, like, you know, not like the fastest speed run. I'm not good at speed runs in general, but I could pretty much beat this game in like close to like an hour or two. We'll go like an hour and a half actually, because you know, it's not too bad for me to go through this. It used to just be like 5 hours when I first started, and then I think I was able to get that down to like 4, then 3, and then now to like 2 to 1 hour. I think one day if I ever get good at like speedrunning though, I would love to see if I can get this down to like lower than that. She thick. Oh yeah, she is very thick. She also has a really great design, I won't lie. Despite the fact that a lot of people, you know, are gooners out there like this character for one aspect. She is a really well designed character though. Like this design really fits with this game's aesthetic, you know, being more of like an agile platformer, which I love a lot. Oh god, okay. Or is it me? Is the lighting is like really dark in this game for some reason? I might need to change that. Hey, Liquid. No, I won't lie though, I won't lie. Sybil's pretty hot, I won't lie. Okay, we should be doing well right now, okay. I'm gonna see if I can try to get some power-ups really early on, but yeah. Well, we'll see how this goes for sure. Alright, get the save point. Alright, then we're about to get our next power-up in just a bit, which I think should be the slide. Hey Kirk! How's it going? Hope you are doing well. How am I today? I'm doing well. I was a little late on today's stream, but that was because I was eating barbecue, because my sibling bought some barbecue for me and the family, and I was like, you know what, I'll take a bit of time to eat comfortably, you know, before I stream, because I know I'm gonna have a good time today, especially since I'm playing one of my favorite indie platformers, so I'm gonna have a great time. I'm alright, just making dinner. Hell yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm trying to remember where I get the abilities. I will say, this game is like quite dark actually. I need to turn up the brightness. It's like way darker than usual. Is there a way I could turn on the brightness a little bit? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. I mean, it's fine. I can get used to it. It's just like, it's a little darker than usual. Yeah, so we already got our first power-up, which is the slide. Well, technically our first power-up is the pole, and then it's the slide. And basically, I'll be trying my best to like get the power-ups technically a bit out of order, because this is a game that's really open to getting power-ups and stuff. Unlike most platformer games here or there where it's structured to be very linear in style, this game is really open with the fact that like you can break this game in half if you know what you're doing and if you know how to perform some tricks here and there. And I'm gonna try to take advantage of that in like an hour or so in this game, because again, I could try beating this game in an hour or so, but it do be a little hard at times. This ain't an easy game, but it is fun. I never had a good look at this game until now, so like, goddamn, yeah. Oh fuck. Okay, I need to be serious for a second. But yeah, this game is also stylized kind of like the Zelda games in a way with the combat. The combat's not really like super important in this game because there's not really a lot of combat to it, but there are some sections for it, and it's very simple. Oh shit, I already died. That's fine. There's always going to be like a mulligan that happens on stream. That's fine. Plus, you know, we have low health too, so me trying to be reckless is like, yeah. I hear a lot of good things about this game. It's a very N64-esque to it. Yeah, very. Which is a big reason why I like this game a lot, because I am someone that grew up a bit with the N64, so I really love the N64. No, the run's not over yet, Cinnamon. It's just a small mulligan. It's fine. Besides, I never said this was like a run, for sure. I'm not a speedrunner. I fucking suck. Like, have you seen the speedrunners for this game? They could beat this in like way less than an hour, which is like crazy to me, because it's like, bro, this game only came out a few years ago, and people can already break it in half. Once we get our movement option, though, it's going to be really good, because I will say this game moves really well. Okay, I need to focus. God, that sideways hit always fucks me up. There are some days where I'm good at this boss fight, and there's some days where I'm not as good. It's fine. God, they're right on my weapon. I gotta wait until they come over here. I will say there is one technique I'm already using in the game that's like used for speedrunners, and it's the whole it's like, I guess a bit like slide canceling, where you slide and then tap the jump button, and you can keep the slide going if you time it right, which I tend to use a lot. God, that move always hits me. The sideways hit goes really fast, which is why I'm getting like striked out over here. That's fine though. We're almost close to beating it because they already got stunned halfway through. Looks at the camera. Fuck the N64. So let's see. It was the best console. Oh, yeah. Or yeah, the CDI, yeah. Or we're probably talking about the N64 in general. Oh god. Man, this game is like really dark. I don't remember it being too dark, but it might be the lighting of the Steam Deck that's kind of messing with it. Are we using Call of Duty techniques here? Yeah. Again, there's a whole speedrunning scene for this game because like it's a really good 3D platformer game, and it also helps too that it's very short. You can beat it in like an hour or less than that if you know how to play it well. Which I could play it decently. That's about it. You know, never said I was a speedrunner, but I could play it decently, which is why I wanted to play this game for tonight's Friday stream. 64 was pretty good. Oh yeah, the N64 was such a really great console. Despite the fact that there was not that many RPGs on the N64, which, you know, honestly, that's a bit on Nintendo's fault too, because, you know, they were going with cartridge-based technology, but it is what it is, you know. It's still a great console despite that, and same with the PS1 too. Even though I never own a PS1, but, you know, like, I've emulated before. PS1 is a really good console too. I just have more nostalgia to the N64. Oh yeah, there's a chance I may be able to see Ireland next week. Ooh, yeah. Thing with me, I really hope I get to see that Ireland movie soon, Cinnamon, because it looks really interesting. 64, then PS2. Alright. We're gonna get our next power-up in just a bit, which I forget what this power-up is supposed to be. I think it's like more combat. Or increased combat capabilities, yeah. So I think our attack range is like up now, and there's like some other stuff for it too. Our next power-up is like nearby. I think it's over here. If not, I can always wait until it goes to stream. Yeah, that's what I'm doing too, honestly. Part of me is like, I don't know, part of me wants to wait to watch Ireland on stream services, but part of me is also like, well, I could watch it right now. Like, it's gonna be available soon. So it's like, I guess we'll see what happens if I get to watch that Ireland movie sooner or later. Did I go the wrong way? Yeah, I went the wrong way. Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, luckily, I know we'll need to go here later. Alright. It has been a while since I played, but I should know how to get some certain abilities here and there. We're gonna try to get the kick ability that you can get in this map, but I think I went the wrong way, which is fine. I will say, if there's one issue that I do have with this game, which was honestly fixed in a patch, originally when this game came out, there was no map, so it was kind of hard to, like, or not hard, but like, you can get lost easily if you didn't know what you were doing. Which luckily, the good thing though is that, yeah, there we go. The good thing now is that they added an update where your character can, like, I think it's one of these buttons. I think it was D-pad, like, yeah, D-pad up. You can look at a map now. But yeah, originally there was no map for this. Like, you had to do this all, like, by memorization, and boy did that suck a little bit. But then again, I guess it's not so... It wasn't too hard. It does take a while to memorize the map, but, you know, that's like average from past, like most past Metrovania games, honestly. Markiplier invited me to go to the Breer, but I declined to go to the Wingstop instead. Oh man, you know, that makes sense. Yeah, honestly, Wingstop is way better than the Iron Lung. Sorry. I could really go for some wings, honestly. I have not had wings in a while now. I know, right? Like, yeah, even I'm like, wings sounds good, actually. I could fuck some up right now, honestly. But I did have barbecue, though. The barbecue was really good. Okay, I'm just gonna have to do this in a normal way, because there's a little technique you can do in this game where you can do a backflip jump, but you have to time it right. And it's much easier when you get the dash jump, but if you don't have the dash jump, it's kind of hard to perform without it. Like, I think it's all timing based and like how you position the control stick. But yeah. All I got to eat right now is half-eaten box of Pop-Tarts and some Top Ramen. Hey, but that's not that bad though. Pop-Tarts is really good. I haven't had one in a while. You talking about food as I am eating breadsticks right now? Alright, we got our next power-up, which is the Sun Greaves, which luckily, cool thing about this game is that Sun Greaves will actually be reflected. So yeah, there are little boots right there. So you can see we got basic best. This is what we start off with. And then we got Sun Greaves. And I know there's the option for the big pants, but honestly, I don't care. Like, some people are iffy about the fact that, like, oh my god, the character's half naked, but it's also a... I don't know. It's like, it's not a big deal for me. Whatever. Plus, the Sun Greaves are really cool to show off. But yeah, like, this is how you platform in the game. It's like, yeah, why are you focusing so much on the feet? Because this is the important part of the game, Cinnamon. This is how you platform. You platform by kicking the walls. Which honestly, it might look very simple, but in this game, like, the kick technique is really useful in this game. Alright. I can't wait until I get the other abilities though, because combining the kick ability with the other stuff later on is going to be really useful. Okay. And if you notice right there, you can also influence like where you're going when you're using it too. So it's very useful. Okay, we got our power up already, and now I'm gonna go get the next power up, which would be the slide power up, I think. Oh no, not the slide power up, the slide jump. Because what we're doing right now is that we're acquiring all our power ups. Technically, in the casual run, when you're playing this game, you would kind of get the abilities in like a specific order. Because like, again, this game is stylized close to like most 3D games or like a Metrovania style games where there's a progression to it. Like, oh, you get this ability, you get that ability, and then after this you can get this thing or whatever. But because of how open this game can be with its techniques and moves, you know, once you learn how to use them, you can really break this game in half and like figure out like some paths here and there. Okay, I need to get back up here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then I need to do that. Okay, there we go. And we're getting back up here, and then we're going to be going to another area already. Because right now, the game plan is basically get multiple abilities before we start getting the main MacGuffins of this game, which are the keys. We need 5 total keys to beat this game, but luckily, it's better to get all the abilities first off, because once we get our abilities and stuff, the game's going to get a lot easier, and we can easily get all 5 keys. So that's what we're doing right now. Okay, and then we're gonna go here. Okay, here we go. Love how the 3 hardest bosses in the story stream got beaten so fast that even the official Monster Hunter Twitter account is making some jokes about it. That's funny to see. Hey, Monster Hunter fans are fans to not be messed with, honestly. They know how to play that game super well. Or even like the spin-offs in the mainline game, they are very focused in. Alright, we're about to get our next ability, which is probably like one of the best abilities to have in this game. And it's the big reason why I love this game. It's the Solar Wind ability, or basically Jump Slide. And this is it. Like this is what we need for most of the stuff, really. Though we are gonna get some of the other abilities, because I would prefer having the other abilities. Honestly, it does help out a lot. But yeah, now we're going so fast, basically, that we can maintain our momentum through this. Okay, I do want to get up here though, because there is a key up here, and I want to get that. Okay, here we go. This is the first key. So that's one of the major keys. We got 1, so now it's just 4. Alright. And I'm gonna go back over here. Actually no, I'm gonna go over here. Because we can get disabilities early on. I might do it here. So I need to get rid of this sword guy, because he's kinda annoying me. Alright. Alright, there we go. It's a bit to explain to you what I'm doing, but basically, like I was saying, in this game, if you do a slide jump, or just a slide, I think you can also do this with the slide. If you do that, and then move the control stick back and press the jump button just in time, you can do a basically like a long jump kind of thing, or it's hard to explain, but basically it's like a bigger jump. It's very hard to do, but yeah. Internet may be fucking up for me. Yeah, either you or it might be me, Cinnamon, on my end. I know my internet is kind of like, yeah, kind of cringe sometimes. That's why I'm hoping the not doing the VC today might help it out a little bit, but it is what it is. But that's fine, because I'm going for 1 hour for this. Oh yeah, also technically I'm in the last area of the game, but we're gonna get an ability here that I'm gonna use. Though I need to time this perfectly well. It's so hard to do this at times. All right, give me a sec. This. Okay. There we go. That's the one we wanted. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Nice. And then we're gonna do this, and then we can.
Nice one, my furry friend.
Thank you. Thank you. So hard to do this trick. Oh wait, I could just kick it. I think I should be able to make that if I just kick it. Oh well, that was so delayed. Yeah, I mean it's gonna make sense too. This is a stream. A lot of things tend to get delayed during the stream. Plus my internet kind of sucks right now, which is fine. This is going to be kind of hard to do without the stomp ability, because you're supposed to get the stomp ability to make the platforming easier, but I don't have the stomp. But I can get this without it. It just takes a little bit of patience. Okay. Restarted the Twitch app may fix it. Yeah, most likely. Also, man, this game is like really dark on my end. Okay. Okay, doing this without the stomp is gonna be much harder for me, but yeah. Okay, now this way, that way. Oh, actually, I should have started, no, yeah, this way, and then this way. Or we could just go like this. Yeah. Okay, cool. We're about to get an ability that you're technically supposed to get, I guess, close to the end game kind of thing, but I like getting it a little earlier because it's really nice to use. And here's the next ability. This is a Clean Gem. It's basically like a wall slide. It's really useful because it means certain areas we can kind of skip and like get to early. That's fixed. That fixed it. Still delayed by a few seconds, but that's probably your set. Yeah, no, yeah. The stream's always like Cinnamon. The stream's always like that for sure. I mentioned this to you before, but yeah, like this literally happens to the stream at that time. They get delayed, sadly, on some settings. Holy shit, Titanfall. You know what? It's kind of like that. Yeah, this game's movement's really fun though. Like, the first time I remember playing this, it took me a bit to get used to because I'm kind of used to more like traditional like platformer stuff, but after you get used to the movement and the abilities you get in this game, it's honestly really fucking good. It's probably like one of my favorite things about this game. Also, I think I know what setting it is that's messing up my game's visuals. I think it's... Yeah, okay, I know what it is. It's this one. Yeah, I think that might be what it is. Yeah, okay, now it's much brighter. I think it was the retro filter that was making it look like that, but it's good now. Okay, I'm gonna save the game real quick because if I die at any point, yeah. Sadly, I must return to DA. Go retro. Yeah, there's a bit of a retro filter in this game, but I tend to turn it off because I don't like it as much. You know, I get it. You know, this game has that retro appeal here and there, but I like to turn it off. I do like keeping the animations locked to like low frame rates though, because I think it looks nice for this. But yeah, okay. Yeah, this is the okay. So this is the area I need to go to get the next ability I need, which is. It's gonna take me a bit to remember where this is at, because there's a ground pound ability that we need. I like the polygon look, but it may be nostalgia. No, yeah, no, trust me, Dark, but I love the polygon looks of a lot of N64 games. They have a bit of an aesthetic to it, even despite the fact that, like, yeah, I know there's some people who don't like retro aesthetic games or low polygon games, but it's like, I think they look really nice, honestly. And it's also what you do with the game in general too, art style wise too. Like that makes it, honestly, compared to most modern games where they tend to do more of the graphics than the actual gameplay or art style or anything else. Okay, we're gonna get an ability that I tend to miss out on all the time, but it's this one, Strike Break. This one you technically need in like one of the last part of the game, but I always keep forgetting to get it. If you like games with these types of visual, by the way, I heavily recommend Red Delusion, you know? Just a small suggestion. Yeah, I might look into that, because again, when it comes to game suggestions, I don't mind trying out specific games here or there. It's just in the end of the day, it tends to be like a maybe. Like maybe I'll try it out, maybe not. I'll have to see. Because man, I love streaming and I love playing a lot of games, but man, there's so many games out there. Okay, this one gives us an optional key. I'll take it, actually. It's nice to have optional keys once in a while. Alright, there you go. Yeah, you don't really need this, but I'm gonna take it anyway, because it's an extra key we can use, and I don't think I need to raise the other platform. Okay, here we go. Okay. Can I do this? Okay. No. Okay. Wait. No. Wait. Maybe I might need to raise the other platform, but I could probably just match the. No, I probably can't. But I could probably do a long jump if I do it just right. It's so hard to do it at times. I might just do it the intended way because it might be easier. I will find a way to make money and give you Ultra Kill and Dread Delusion because they're both awesome. Oh no, yeah, for sure. Like no, like you don't have to do that for sure. I could always buy those games myself, but I do appreciate it though. God. How the fuck do I get over there? God, okay. Sometimes it's hard to platform in this game, especially without the power-ups that I need, technically, because I would love to have the ground pound ability, and I don't have it right now, but that's fine. Okay. Yeah, as long as I spam it like that, it should be fine. Wait, I can do this, actually. There we go. Yeah, okay. Nice, nice, nice. I do love the fact that the wall kicks are limited only to like 3 kicks, because it makes it more interesting for sure, because like again, having movements that are like very different and like limited in some ways, it kind of makes you creative, you know, because like if you had too many movement options by the end of the game, or the beginning, or mostly the beginning of the game would be too easy for sure. But I like the fact that it is limited, so you really do have to be creative with how you do things. We're not going to hit the switch, by the way, because I kind of don't like hitting the switch. Kind of like getting the power-ups right after. But we're going to get this thing, actually, because I do want this. It's so hard to do it at times. I kind of have to spam it really fast. There we go. Because I do want to get some health upgrades, because the final boss in this game tends to be really hard at times. It's always good to have extra health. Okay, here's the next upgrade right here. Cool, cool, cool. I have no clue if I'm going to get all the upgrades in this game, because I kind of want to, because it's nice to have, but we also don't need it for sure. Kind of reminds me of instant gameplay style. Oh yeah, we're about to get to that pretty soon, bug. Especially now that we got the Sunsetter ability. Like there's your instant glaive like style right there, and you can mix this style up with a bunch of abilities here and there. Well, that's weird that I can't hit that wall, which is weird. So here's the cool thing about this ability, the ground pound ability right here, is that there's a little technique you can do with it, where if you do a ground pound and then press the A button to cancel it, you do a backflip. So when you're doing, like, when you're jumping across stuff, let's just say I'm trying to jump this and the wall's too high, you can do this, do that, which is really nice. It's tricky to do at times, but it is very useful if you are able to master the technique. Okay, so the cool thing is that we got most of the abilities we need. We need to go to another to get the next abilities. Yeah, like right there, you see? Like, it's very useful, and we can get optional stuff now. Yeah, like, we are basically kitted out now to do most of this stuff. I think we could, honestly, we could do the Twilight stuff already. I don't think we're missing any abilities right now that we might need later. Yeah, we could do Twilight Theater. By the way, best track in the game. I love Twilight Theater, and I like the final boss theme, but we're not there yet. But Twilight Theater, pretty good fucking theme, I won't lie. There we go. Yeah, now that we have all these movement options, yeah, much better, honestly. Oh, God, yeah. That's the hard part about doing this, is that technically we're doing this in a way that we're going to a different path technically, because the intended path is supposed to be like a little later, but we're going to an optional path that will take us to the Twilight Theater part like way earlier. You know what? Actually, I am missing an ability that I forgot to get, but we should be able to do most of this without it. I don't think you really need it. Oh, okay, well, we died. That's fine. We might need to go back, actually, because I think I'm getting it too ahead of myself. Do we still have the ground pound? No, we don't. Okay, I gotta get the ground pound, but that's fine, that's fine. Because I did forget there's an ability I was supposed to get a little earlier, and that was the jump attack. I think that's the ability I was missing, sadly. I completely forgot to get it, but that's fine. Do we want to do it at all? That's fine, just whatever. I don't need it. Yeah, we lost a bit of progress, but that's fine. The good thing though is that I know what I need to get though. I completely blanked on it. Because that's what tends to happen to me whenever I haven't practiced this game in a while. It's like I forget like one of the abilities. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to get this actually, because this will make it actually easier. But it's all good. It's all good. Luckily, we didn't lose too much progress. We only lost like a few seconds. Or, well, minutes, I just say. But, again, not bad. Plus, for the first time streaming, honestly, I'm honestly getting the abilities pretty fast. Unfortunate I die a lot, though. But, again, anytime you try to stream something and try to do something perfect, it's never going to be perfect for the first run. It is the streamer curse, as they call it. Okay, cool. Alright, I need to go to, where's the place at again? Not Castle Zanza. I should be going to another area. Actually, no, Castle Zanza is where I want to go. You simply underestimate streamer luck. Yeah, very much so, Cinnamon. It is one of those things where it's like, sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not. Like, if you ever try practicing in a game, you're not going to have that much good luck. If you somehow didn't practice in a game, you'll have good luck for some reason. I have no clue how the logic works, but it just be like that. Yeah, here's the area. I need to come back here. Okay. Cool. Yeah, because this is an optional part you can go to get to another area, like a little early, I think. Because the one cool thing about this Metroidvania style game is that there's a lot of areas that are like you can get to here and there if you know where to go. Like technically, I think this is the intended path to get to the underbelly, but there's also like another optional path I could have taken, but I'm taking this path instead because I'm like, whatever, it's nearby. But I'm pretty sure in a speedrun sense, people would take like a different path to get to the underbelly. But yeah, the underbelly is very scary, I'll say. It's very Zelda Ocarina of Time, like Bottom of the Well inspired, and also like Majora's Mask, like dungeon inspired here and there. Okay, here we go. Jump over there. Alright, hopefully I could do this skip, because I always practice to do this skip, but I can never do it properly, because it's really hard. Alright. And then we're gonna wall slide here, because why not? For the style points. If we don't get this trick, it's fine. Because like sometimes this trick, it tends to be really hard to do at times, but you know, it is what it is. Is there a save point nearby? No, there's not. Okay, so if I fuck it up, I fuck it up, really. Okay. Hopefully we can do it. Oh god, it's so hard to do. Also, this game is like really hard to see right now. Is the brightness setting like down low or something? Give me a sec. Let me check that. Oh, thanks, Cinnamon. Oh, that okay? Yeah, it is down low. Why it be like that? Turn it up a bit. Can I not turn it up? Nah, that's yeah, that's unfortunate. Unless I could turn off the. That's fine. I could get used to it. Ew, no, I don't like the night mode. Turn the night mode off. Cringe. No, I don't like that. Yeah, whatever. I keep forgetting to do that. Oh, you can. Oh, yeah, that's true. You can share a sub milestone. I forget that you can do that at times. Then again, I have a bad habit where I forget to sub a lot to some channel stuff that I want to do. God, okay, this is gonna be hard to do. I could probably do like 2 wall kicks and then do it, because this trick is really hard to do. I've only done it like maybe 2 times in a run, but it is really annoying. No, that was too late, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time, and if we can't do it, I'll just go the attended path. Because I would love to do that. I would love to do it. Oh. Alright. Okay, whatever. Now, oh, well, actually, I could heal myself. We'll give it one more go, because that didn't count. But if I can't do the trick, I can't do the trick, you know, because it's sometimes it's hard to do. Okay. Oh wait, oh I could do it that. Oh yeah, I forgot I could do it that way. I could just kick the wall. I don't have the wall slide it. Okay, then it might be possible then. I could actually do it that way because I'm doing the unintended version of the method. Technically, I'm doing a wall slide, but I could probably just kick. Alright, we'll give it one more go. Fuck it, why not? Because I think I got another way of doing it. If I could just get the bubble, though. I always fuck up in getting the bubble. Okay. Okay, whatever. No, never mind. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm not getting it. It's not working. It's fine. Streamer luck be damned. I will say though, at least I've been getting lucky in some parts of the game, so I could be happy about that. Plus, we're literally not that far away from the area that we need to go to. I will say, if there's one thing about this game that I do love the underbelly area a lot. Originally, I didn't like it as much, but the more I kept playing in it, I was like, man, this area really has that like old school N64 like horror vibe to it, but like also it has a nice aesthetic because like the area is really dark, but the blue lanterns that you see here like really light up the area a lot, which I love. Where does this take? Oh yeah, this is an optional thing we can get. Yeah, this will give us yeah, additional kick that we can do, which that's going to be very useful. So now we can kick up to like 4 times, which in this game, being able to kick 4 more times, or yeah, like another extra time instead of just 3, really useful. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, there's a game within Irelong's file that I think is really funny. Ooh. Oh, is that the file thing you were talking about a little bit earlier on the Discord, Cinnamon? That's gonna be interesting to see. I've never really seen the Irelong game before or whatever, so it'd be interesting to see what it's all about. I know part of me wants to stream it too one day, but I'm probably gonna save it to like a Halloween stream. So I don't mind like seeing it a little early, just to get an understanding of it, and then like, you know. Plus, there's also the fact too that I'm probably gonna forget some specific details here and there when I play the game. But no, I'll watch for sure. I'll watch for sure. Also, man, this area is fucking dark. I think this game's lighting tends to be pretty bad in this area. Might be a bit quiet. I gotta do my master duels. They're like, oh no, that's understandable. No worries about that, Dark Bud. I'm just happy you're watching my stream for sure. It's always nice to see you around. Yeah, this area is fucking dark. I can't see shit. I must commit to playing Irelong. Oh god. Luckily, we're about to get a power-up in just a bit that will help us out with the dark areas, because there's a light ability you can get in a bit. I think it's like we're getting close to it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure for you guys, it's probably fucking dark. It is for me too. I don't know why it's like this, because on my PC, the lighting tends to be like bright, but yeah. I don't know why it's dark like this for Steam Deck. I guess there's an option or something like that I forgot to turn on. Not really. Maybe it's like monitor. Maybe it's my monitor. Or like my capture. And you know what? It could be with the capture in general. Maybe the capture doesn't have good lighting to it. Which would make sense. Some games kind of look pretty alright on it. If I don't shut the fuck up about and make sure that there's an expectation of y'all, then they'll make me do. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, no, for sure. I get you on that, Cinnamon. If there's one thing that I will say that that comes from streaming, especially think it's someone from like me when I started a few years back, try to stream something, whether it's on a Discord VC or just like streaming in general to Twitch or whatever. I won't lie, like you'll get very excited for it to like, oh, I want to do this and I want to stream it. And then when you actually stream it, you're like, ah, fuck. I'm kind of camera shy a little bit, or I'm a little shy right now because it's like, what do I do? What do I say? And those moments are always like really tough on me for sure. And I know they're tough on a lot of people, especially when they're starting off. I mean, I've barely been going for like, what, a year or two? But yeah, it's just how it be. God, it's fucking dark as balls in here. I can't see shit. Oh god. It's not gonna be the best viewing experience, dude. My shit labs up, but fuck it, we ball and shit engine. I think it will add to it for sure. I think it'd be cool to see. Alright, we're about to get our next power up technically. Which is gonna help out because god, this area is way darker than intentional. I don't know why it's darker for me on my capture card. Might be the lighting, like I said, or just this capture card being a little weird. A little quirky, as they say. Hell yeah, health upgrade. Best shit ever. Alright. I better not fuck this up because every time I do this... Okay, cool. I didn't fuck it up. There was one time I did this by accident and I clipped inside this thing and went through the area in the game and boy, was that cringe. Okay, get rid of this guy. Alright, gotta get rid of this night guy. By the way, this night guy is just using the same model, but now it's like a metal texture. It's the same night guy we fought in the beginning. Now it's just like an easier version of him. So I won't lie, that side move always fucking hits me. Ooh, god, I barely dodged. Oh, never mind, I didn't dodge. Luckily, there's a save, like, nearby, so we didn't lose much progress. Yeah, like, literally, we were just right there. Okay, the knights tend to get me really badly for some reason. I think it's just, like, a bad thing about it that I'm not very reactive, I'll say. It comes with age for sure, though. The more you age here and there, you start to get less reactive on, like, combat stuff. But I ain't there yet, you know, I can still be more reactive. I'm just also like, ugh, right now. Okay, here we go. Nice. Alright, heal. Nice. I'm gonna try to skip this. Cool. Okay. So this part of the game, we're gonna be trying to hit all these switches to raise the platform in the middle. And I think... How do you feel about Pseudoregalia Livestream? I don't know. It's kind of hard to say right now while I'm playing, but they cool. They cool, I guess. Okay, over here. Oh god. This area always fucking sucks to get to. All right, cool. We got that switch. Actually, I missed the switch. I forget I always miss the switch. Okay, cool. Do it. And then we gotta go for this switch over here. I think there's an optional switch that's somewhere else. I might be missing it, but I don't think so. Maybe. I might be missing it. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention too, another trick that this game kind of doesn't tell you, but like you can learn easily is whenever you're doing like a long jump or a slide jump, if you start tapping the jump button as soon as you land on the ground, you can notice I'm doing kind of like a bunny hop. That actually keeps your momentum while you're doing that. So you always want to take advantage of that move because it's really useful for speeding things up. Because the first movement speed is your slide, like spamming the slide button, but once you get the slide jump and pair it up with a jump, it's really good. God, where's the switch? I might have missed the switch by accident. Honestly, the game does look fun. I just don't like 3D platformers that much. No, that's understandable. There's some genre of games here and there that I tend to not like myself either, but I will say these days, especially when it comes to streaming too, I try my best to at least try all platform or genre of games. You know, like a good example actually would be Voices of the Void, for example. Because I'll tell you one thing, Cinnamon, and I think you know me because I played that game before here and there. I was not a fan of simulation type games like that. It was only because, you know, like being told about that game and me wanting to try it and seeing people like try it out and stuff, that like I ended up enjoying it a lot. That it's made me more interested for sure. Though of course, you know, everybody's different for sure though. Yeah, you told this stuff. Well, yeah, but also again, I probably have not mentioned this on stream before, and plus, you know, if it's stream stuff and then people are watching for the first time, you know, sometimes you gotta remind them, you gotta tell them about certain things here and there, because like, yeah, you may know, but not everybody else, you know. That's why as much as like, yeah, maybe it's a bit annoying for me to remind stuff here and there, it's always good to remind like newer people who are watching for the first time. But no, like, yeah, simulation type games are stuff that I wasn't into as much, but because of like trying out other stuff here and there, you know, like, yeah, like it made me much more interested in trying out different genres of games, even though I know for sure some genres I might not like as much and some I may like. But you know what, like, that is the thing about video games in general, or just consuming media, is that there's something for everyone. And if you don't like one certain thing, that's totally fine. At least you gave it a chance and tried it out. You know, it's a big reason why going back to old retro games or just trying out new indie games that I've never played, it's good. It's good for once in a while to branch out and try something new and different. And if you don't like it, it's like, at least be proud of the fact that you tried it out, you know, and you enjoyed it for what it was. Here's a fun fact: I used to hate turn-based RPGs, and then I play stories too. No, yeah, like I was the same too. I was not a big fan of like turn-based RPGs, for sure. And I'm still trying to learn to love turn-based RPGs more. But I will say games like Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and like some other games here or there have made me love them a bit more, which is good to see, honestly, for myself, to like try out new games and try out more RPG games here and there. I do have the bad habit of like not continuing an RPG game if it's been a while for me to play it, which is like a bad habit that I have that I want to try to like get better at. But hopefully with this whole like me streaming specific games here or there, or just trying more things out and like, you know, being very consistent helps out on that for sure. Because that's the thing with RPG games, you got to be very consistent and you got to keep playing a lot of the RPG games that you're trying to play. And you know, if you lose that consistency, then, you know, you just stop playing the game in general, which sucks. It sucks to see, because then, you know, it's something that happens a lot to not only me, but probably like a lot of people too. Is them having a hard time getting into like a lot of RPG games and other games that are coming out. Because I will say it's not a bad issue that we have a lot of games these days. You know, it's honestly a good thing to have a lot of games, but there's a lot of games out there that it's kind of hard to pick and choose which one you want to spend more time on and less time on, for sure. I think there's an optional path that I don't need to go to. Yeah, I think this is an optional path. But fuck it, we go to this path anyways, because why not? It makes more game time. Yeah, okay, this is optional. I don't need to be here, but fuck it, why not? Cool. Increased damage dealt. You know what? We might use this for the final boss. Because the final boss, man, they could take a beating for sure. Cool. Okay, that was awesome. One, because it's funny since I'll be shooting myself due to me being horrible with horror games, and two, because I want to play more horror games. Yeah. Oh no, trust me, like, just trying to get used to playing specific games or genres like that, it can be hard at times, especially like something like horror games for sure. Because you know me, I'm not big into horror games as much, but I'm trying to get into it more to get used to it. And like, but you know, the funny thing too is that sometimes when I stream or play horror games, I tend to see people being more interested, mostly because of the fact they like seeing you know, the streamer or the person suffer and plagiar the game. But I won't lie, if there's one good thing about it is that it's made me more used to it now, used to playing horror games. Because that's all it really tends to be, really. It's just getting used to it, you know? Like, whenever you're trying anything new, it's like, it's okay to be bad at it or like be decent at it. It's like, that's the whole point. You're learning, you're trying to get used to it. And eventually, the more you just get used to it, the more you start to like grow accustomed to it and everything like that. Like you'll get better at it for sure. And like now it won't be an issue to get into it. Like for example, like horror games for me, or like art stuff, I guess too. Like just in general, anything. All right, I think I'm going the wrong way, but that's fine. Actually, no, we're going the right way because I remember I need to come back here specifically. Technically, I could have gone back here a different way, but that's fine. I'm also just having a hard time actually seeing the area because man, this area is like fucking dark. I should have played on my on my PC instead, but that's fine. I wanted to try it out on the Steam Deck to see how it will work. Okay, here we go. I wonder if it's this path. I think it's this path. Yeah, it's this path. Technically, we can go to the Twilight Theater. That would be the best thing to do right now. But we could get a power-up really early. Or not power-up, but we can get a key really early if we do this right. I kind of want to try it out. And I think there's a safe spot nearby. That might be the best thing for me to do is find the safe spot. If it's not here, then it's fine. We can look for it later. I will kill these enemies to get full health. Okay, there we go. And let's try this out. Let's try doing this because I do have the power up for it. I'm just missing one power up specifically, but I think I could do this if I get the timing right. Cool. All right. By the way, this game feels really great on a controller, by the way, because this is how I'm playing the game. Because like, if you're ever playing a 3D platformer, always go controller. It's a great option, honestly. But I know some people tend to go with keyboard and mouse, and I think in some aspects for specific games it could feel good, but I think for 3D platformers, I tend to just prefer controller. I like having better control of my movements, but you know, to each their own. To each their own. It might be better to do it the other way. Because there's two ways I could do this. I could either do the backward long jump, but I have to position myself perfectly, or I could try doing a dash jump or like a slide jump, and then using the wall cling ability. But it's kind of hard. Okay. Eventually, when it comes to streaming games, when I get a better PC, I want to try doing Factorio. That'd be cool to see for sure. Here we go. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. I'm not supposed to do a kick. I forget. Because if I do a kick, it eats my inputs up. Okay. By the way, you're not supposed to do this intentionally. You're supposed to hit those two switches with a range ability that you get in Twilight Theater. But I like doing this method because it saves time for me. It's kind of hard to do though, because like I have to get it just right. But if we do that, we can skip this really easily, and we don't need the ability until later. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Because I'm like messing this up pretty bad. It wasn't that hard when I was doing it. Try pee-pee, try poo-poo. Hey, Mr. K, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Okay. Okay, I could have got that. Yeah, we're just playing Pseudoregalia right now. A cool indie platformer Metroidvania game that has a very sexy furry character. Although I'm having a long day. That is not Sonic. Oh, wait, does the stream say that it's Sonic still, or is it? Okay, thank God it doesn't. Because I would have cringed if the stream said it was like a Sonic stream, because it's like, it is not a Sonic stream. I tell you that. No, it doesn't. Okay, good. That's good to know. I have a bad habit where I tend to forget to change the stream title. Man, that really does eat my jump inputs for some reason. Weird. You're working both your jobs today? Oh my god. Oh god. Well, I hope it's going well for you, job-wise for you. And you get a good break afterwards for sure. Because that sounds like a lot. Hopefully you're having a good time. Okay. Trying to get this jump is like really fucking hard. I'm having a time. 2.5 hours left of my 16-hour workday. Oh my god. Yeah, hopefully you get a good break for sure, though. Yeah, that's all like that's long hours right there. Okay. Matt, what is eating my jump input? I can't do a jump attack right after. That's weird. That's never happened to me. I will say it is a bit annoying. Okay, maybe I could. You know what? I got an idea. What if I just not slide wall, but I'll just kick instead? Because I want to get this trick. I could get it. Okay. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna get more help. But I could get this trick for sure. I've done it before. It's just really tricky at times because it's very precise. The intended method would be to get the range abilities, like I said, but I'm not doing that. I kind of want to do this trick instead because it's cool, and it will give me gamer points for sure. Nice. Okay, that gives us some extra help. We could try a few more times and see if I can get this, but if I don't, that's fine. We'll just go to Twilight Theater and we'll get the intended ability and then do the intended way. Kind of wish I would have practiced a bit more, but then again, this isn't like a speed run or anything like that. This is literally just me playing the game kind of casually. You know, I say casually, but you know, once I've figured out how to do certain tricks in this game, I'm like, fuck, I can never play the game normally again. It's ruined for me in some ways. There you go. Got it. Nice. Cool. Key. Okay, now here's the bad part, is we need to get all the way back over here now, so... God, yeah, this is gonna be hard to do because we respawn here. Because this isn't the intentional way you're supposed to do this, but we can get back over to the other platform. I just gotta slide, kick, do that. Perfect. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay, we got the key way fucking early than intended. That is what, 2 keys? So we only got 3 keys left. You know, I just realized how fucking funny it is that the only Final Fantasy 14 crossover with the monster have only given FF14 flying wyverns. They never had to deal with an elder dragon. That's true, that's true. I forget that, like, I keep forgetting that Final Fantasy 14 has gotten, like, what, only... Yeah, no, actually, no, you're right, Cinnamon. I don't think they had an elder dragon in Final Fantasy 14 from the Monster Hunter series. It's just been Rathalos and Arkveld, right? Arkveld was the other one. Yeah, so like, yeah, no elder dragons. Yeah, weird. I'm surprised they haven't, but I guess maybe like in a future update, if like there's ever another update for Monster Hunter or anything like that, or not an update, but like a Final Fantasy event. Yeah. Let's see them fight Narwa and Bushi. Oh, that, you know what? I agree, that would be fun to see. Because I won't lie, it was funny seeing Final Fantasy 14 players try out the Monster Hunter event for the first time and like kind of suffer a little bit with Rathalos because, you know, Rathalos plays a little differently compared to most of the Monster Hunter Final Fantasy, so I love seeing aspects of that. Because we suffered with Behemoth and they suffered a bit with Rathalos because a lot of them don't know how Rathalos fight. It's kind of their first time, unless like you have a Final Fantasy 14 player who's a Monster Hunter fan, or like, you know, vice versa. Like, it'd be easier for them to see. But you know, most of them aren't into Monster Hunter, and some of them aren't into, like, us Monster Hunter fans. Some of us haven't played Final Fantasy, so I don't know. I like seeing collabs like that, where it's like you get aspects of one game in another, where it's like, oh, so this is how this game plays, you know? Which I will say that is the art of something that I tend to miss, is collab stuff for video games. You don't really see it a lot these days. I know there's like a good example will be like Marvel vs. Capcom and Smash Brothers, but I mean more like just single player games or whatever that have like cool collabs, and like the collabs actually go a lot out of their way to like add in unique gameplay styles or whatever. Kind of like how Metal Gear Solid, for example, they have the Ape Escape missions and also the Bomberman mission in Metal Gear Solid 3. You know, like stuff like that, where like it actually plays like those games in some ways, and it's really unique, and it introduces people to it more. Keva and Square Enix, give me a dual Narwa and Ibuchi fight. Life is yours. I wish I would know more about Final Fantasy 14, because like if they ever did a collab like that where we got something like that with Narwa or Ibuchi, like hypothetically, because I don't think it's gonna happen, sadly, because you know we never got something like that for Rise. I wish we would have. That would have been cool, honestly. Would have been cool if they would have gotten something like that, and then we wouldn't have gotten something like that in Rise, but sadly we did not have that because pandemic, and also not that many collabs for Monster Hunter Rise. Like there was a good amount, but yeah. I did a survey today about Cobain 2 and Bandai Namco's website, and they talk about people's interest in cool collabs like that. I expressed interest because that shit would be cool, kind of like Stellar Blades and Nier collab. Yeah, like just anything game collab wise, I always love seeing. Because again, that was the shit back then, especially in like the kind of like the retro era thing or days of like seeing your favorite game companies collab on a project, whether it be something like, I don't know, like Chrono Trigger, for example, which, you know, I forget that Chrono Trigger is actually a game that's like a collaboration between 3 different, like, what was, like, it was Square, it was technically Enix, and then Toriyama, all collabing together, which that was really cool to see. I like seeing more stuff like that, like more people from different game series or like, you know, other stuff like that, like collabing together, because it's always nice to see for sure. All right, I got the key in this area. I think I'm missing the one from what area? Twilight Theater, and I'm missing the last one, but we're getting close. We're getting close to finishing the game up. I'm gonna go back to Castle Zanza, and I'm gonna go to Twilight Theater, because that's where we need to go. The only problem though is I don't remember where Twilight Theater is at, but we can probably we'll go find it for sure. Actually, no, I know where it is. We can take this path. I'm very biased though, due to Narwa and Ibuchi being my favorite monsters, and I'm begging for help for them in Story Street. Yeah. Oh yeah, you know what? You're right though. At least add them to Story Street. That'd be cool to see. Just more like I'm hoping for sure with Monster Hunter Story Street, even though I haven't played the demo for it, you know, given that I haven't played the demo, so no, of course, no spoilers, please, in chat. But I am definitely excited for that game, but I would love to see what Capcom tends to do with the title updates, because if there's one thing Capcom's really been good about with the Monster Hunter games, it's the title updates for sure. I always like seeing more extra monsters, because already the game's already filled with a lot of monsters, but I would love to see what else they would add for sure, DLC wise. So technically that thing right over there we don't need, but because I'm streaming this and I want to show off more extra content, we'll do it. We'll do the extra challenges. But yeah, so something that was added to this game that I haven't talked about yet is that in the, I think this was like what, the 1.1 or 2 version of the game, the creator added these gems right here. These are like challenge gems where you hit them and then you basically have to hit those balls right there. And what they do is that they unlock special costume for Sybil, our main character here. So basically these are like little time, like mini time challenges. It's been a while since I've done this, so I might not be good at doing this, but we'll see how well I'll do it, because I at least want to do a few of these. Not all of them. Yeah, because like right now it's been a while, so I might fail this one if I don't do well. Yeah, okay, here we go. But yeah, you just collect them, and then you basically once you collect all of them, you'll get a special costume. And these are optional. You don't need to do these, but these are just a little extra, like a little something special for those who want to, you know, prolong the game a little bit more. Because again, this game is really short. You can beat this game like easily. I might retry it actually. I might retry this because I could do better. But yeah, some of these tend to be really hard, and you notice that there was probably some of them that I skipped by accident, or like that I kind of forgot to do, which is, you know, it is what it is, whatever. But that's because some of them tend to be really hard. Like the one that I skipped back in Zanza Keep is like really hard, and the last area one is really hard too. But yeah, they're fun. They're fun little challenges. I actually have done a playthrough of doing all of these before, which maybe one day we could open that up for a thing one day where I do all these challenges and 100% this game for a stream. I think that'd be fun to do. Because right now this is just a casual playthrough. Just me like playing this game and like, you know, getting to it 100%. Okay, cool. How much time do I got? Okay. About a minute or so for getting these. Okay, we should have enough time. I missed that one over there, didn't I? Fuck. I kind of want to do this again because I missed some of the one on the bottom. I should have got the ones at the bottom. I also missed that one right there too. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's not bad. That's not bad. We were able to have enough time, so I think I can do this fast for sure. Okay, and then get this one over here. Okay, cool. And a backflip over here. Oh god, okay, whatever. Cool, awesome, alright. Oh, god damn it, I didn't even get that one. If Naura and Bushi are in Monster Hunter Stories 3, at least bosses, yeah. I feel like more bosses, to be honest. I think it would show up as like another boss in that game, which would be cool to see. Okay, there's that one down there that I need to get, so I need to remember to get that one. Okay, cool. This way. Okay, I'm gonna have to get that one at the bottom when I come back, so get this one, and then get this one over here. Nice. Okay, we got it. And we should get our reward in just a bit. And here it is. Optional costume. Which is the chivalry armor. Or soldier. I think it's literally called soldier. Yeah, there it is. There's like cool soldier armor. You get different ones for sure. Some of them tend to look really good though. I think there was one in the end game that I like a lot, which gives Sybil's like little like flower pedestals on her, which looks really cool. I will say I will drink a little bit of water right now because I'm kind of like, my throat's kind of a little dry right now. I am a little thirsty. Okay, there we go. I know I'm probably taking a little longer, but yeah. Oh god, sorry about that. I choked a little bit. Ugh, god. Same reason why I would think Nimblestar Evasion would be rideable. Yeah. Now there's a lot when it comes to Monster Hunter Story that like that I forget like Capcom will have to take into consideration for sure when it comes to just like what monsters they want to add here and there. I will say it is nice that they're adding a lot of monsters in this game. I don't know all of them though, because again, I haven't seen much about Monster Hunter Stories, and I don't know much about it at the moment, or Stories 3, I'll say. But yeah, like I would love to see some extra monsters show up, like Noble Snarf and all that other stuff. Just because it'd be nice to have a lot more monsters. I know there's gonna be some who probably don't want some specific monsters, but it's like it'd be nice to see more in general. Really hoping for now. I was like, yeah. Okay, here we go. Of course, like I said, no spoilers for sure. But like, yeah, I am quite excited about that. That game's close to coming out for sure. Like, what? It's supposed to come out around March, I think. Yeah. So like, I can't wait for it. I know for sure. Most likely, when it comes to that game, I know there'll probably be someone maybe who will ask about it, like maybe about if I want to stream it or whatever, and sadly, no. I rather enjoy the game, especially since it's a big RPG and I know everybody's going to be talking about it. I'd rather just avoid the spoilers and just play it myself. You know, that's how it is with some games. You rather just enjoy it yourself than get spoiled by it, and that's kind of how it is with me with certain games that I want to enjoy it, you know. Because then, like, if I were to stream it, I know for sure someone or something would spoil it, and then it kind of ruins it, and then I don't want to play it as much, which has happened in the past. You know, Monster Hunter Stories wasn't the only thing it's happened to. It's happened with, like, I think one game in general for me. But yeah, I just don't want to risk it. I rather just enjoy the game. But I will say, something like Monster Hunter Story 1s or the other Monster Hunter Stories games, I think those would be fun to stream for sure, because I've never played through 1 or 2. No, I have played 2. I haven't played 1, but I haven't beaten 2 either. So I would love to get to streaming those games one day. But again, those are long RPG games, so I would probably just do that. Yeah, spoilers are hard to keep myself. Oh no, yeah, for sure. I do appreciate though that you haven't spoiled me at all. You know, which is good. It's good because. Man, some people have a hard time when it comes to spoiling, and I don't know why some people in general, and I'm not saying you, Cinnamon, I'm mostly saying, like, to those who spoil because, haha, it's funny, you know, ruin the game for someone. Like, it's such a dick thing to do, but I guess it's just how the internet is in general with some people. You know, some people just like spoiling others because it's funny, and they try to, like, do the whole, like, oh, if you don't do this for me, I'll spoil this for you, and it's like, that's really shitty. And not just someone within your personal life. Yeah. No, yeah. I mentioned the fact that I know I mean I could probably mention on stream, but I love my older sibling, you know. But man, kind of has a bad habit to spoil stuff on me. But I get it. They're excited for the game. It's just like, bro, please stop spoiling. Please stop spoiling the game on me, please. It kind of ruins it for sure. It's the big reason why I don't stay online as much these days, because it's like, it's really spoiled, yeah. I will now spoil the game. Naru twerks and explodes 400 times, killing every monster. Oh my god. No, now you spoiled for me. I didn't know Naru was gonna be in the game. No. Ruined. Never gonna play Monster Hunter Story 3 again. Ever again. Which way am I going? I can never tell where I'm going. This. Oh, okay, this way. I'm just fucking stupid. Hell yeah. You know, it's a good thing like I got out of the way to get this chivalry armor because it's actually kind of cool. God. Okay, I'm gonna wait over here because I don't want to die. There's only like one save point, and I have not saved in a bit. What do you mean Liquid Heavy was found dead in Detroit after being bludgeoned to death? Jesus. Man, a lot of fans really don't like Naru and Monster Hunter Stories games, but to be honest, I don't blame them. I do think the character is slightly annoying. There could be some good moments with the character, but I know the character is mostly just made to be like a comic relief kind of character in those games. But you know, to each their own. I know some people like that character, and then there are some who just straight up don't. But then again, you know, you can't please everyone. You know, like there are gonna be some haters and some people who like him. I am mixed. I'm like I get it, but also I just don't like him. I will say I like the new Palico that's in the other games, and I do like Tsukino instead. I think Tsukino's cool. I talked about the fact that I like Tsukino a lot. Okay, we're only down to like one key, and then after that, the last key's in the last area, and we'll be getting close to actually finishing up the game. You can ignore this, by the way. You don't need to fight these enemies. They're kind of just optional. Oh yeah, no, for sure, Cinnamon. I know for sure Tsukino won't be in Stories 3. It kind of makes sense too, because again, this is probably like a different region. It'd be cool as a cameo though, you know, but no, I don't think it would happen. No cat waifu. Okay. Oh, God. I need to focus up on this part because this part's kind of tricky at times. Not too bad, but still. Okay, here it is. This part always trips me up at times. Okay, so what we're gonna do is a wall ride, wall kick, wall ride, wall kick, and wall flip. Or kick flip, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what that move is called specifically, but it's fine. Nice views of their ass there. Well, their ass is covered with this knight armor though, so we won't see it, but yeah. Alright, there it is. There's the key. Awesome. Alright. We could technically finish the game right now if we want to. I kind of want to see if we can get extra power-ups, but at the same time, I think we should be good. The only thing that's going to be hard though is that technically there's extra health pickups and stuff like that we could get, but again, I could probably just finish up the game. I will say maybe one of these days, because I'm enjoying this a lot, and I fucking love Pseudoregalia so much. You know, shout out to the creator. I think they go by Ritz, but they made such an amazing game. Like you guys should go get Pseudoregalia. It's only like what, $5. Fight the final boss, but I mean, I already picked up a few upgrades to Cinnamon, so technically I'm not fighting with that many, like, when no upgrades, I guess, but yeah. You know, I might get that, and I might get one more ability. Alright, let's do this. Okay, we're gonna get this one. What's this one? To regain battle. Okay, that might be a good one, actually. There's another challenge I could do here, technically. Do I want to attempt it though? Because I don't. Again, the challenges I might save for 100% playthrough if I ever come back to this game again. Because I am thinking I might want to come back to this to do 100% playthrough instead of just like a, you know, beat the game in 1 hour or beat the game as fast as I can. But yeah, you know what? Let's actually just beat the game for sure, so we can end tonight's stream on a good note. Like, I think for sure that 100% playthrough I'll do once my internet gets, you know, actually fixed for once. Okay, where do we go? Okay, so we're going this way. Yeah, we could probably do this with 4 health. It's gonna be a lot harder though, but we did get, you know, like 1 pickup that gives us more damage. So we could damage the, one of the bad guys like way early. And I will pick up one thing. Where's the key? Yeah, there it is. There you go. Pick up this key. I'm gonna pick up like one thing over here. Okay, here we go. We're gonna pick up another costume that you can get. This one's an easy one to do. Literally just this one, this one over here. I missed that bubble. That's fine though. Oh, I actually have to get that. Okay, well, we could do that again. That's fine. That bubble I always don't miss. I don't know why I missed it this time. But yeah, definitely this will be a game that I will come back to do a 100% playthrough, because it'd be awesome. I do want to ask if there's a more readable font option. I think it's because of the resolution that I have set to this. I think for some reason the resolution is set low, or I think that's just how it is in game. Yeah, I think that's just how it is, sadly, Cinnamon. Though I'm pretty sure there's a mod that can fix that for sure. But yeah. Again, not the end of the world, but yeah, it do be kind of hard. I do agree. It do be kind of hard to read some certain stuff. Okay, where do I go again? Because I need to get to a certain area so we can beat the game. Because we need to get to Empty Bailey, and then we need to get back to the tower area. Which I think... Yeah, Empty Bailey is this way, I think. Hopefully. It's kind of hard to tell because there's no cursor on the map, and I kind of just have to keep tapping the button. Oh no, it's this way. It's the other way. Yeah, this is the part I was talking about. Without the map, it would be confusing knowing where you're going, because there's not a lot of like specific landmarks. Or I guess there's like some specific one, but you would have to memorize them a lot. This is an optional area. Yeah, I don't want to do the optional stuff. That will be for a 100% playthrough. Okay, cool. Alright, alright. Oh yeah, I forgot. I got the new suit and I didn't even show it off. Yeah, there it is. This is professional suit, by the way. This one's probably my favorite one. Very, very simple, but very nice. Okay, here we go. Empty Bailey. I'm gonna save real quick right here. Yeah, we can get to the final boss, by the way, because we got 4 keys. The last key's in the final area. I kind of forgot to pick it up, but that's also because, you know, I like picking up the final key. Like, I like leaving it there and then picking up when we get to the final area, for sure. Which, to be honest, I'm a little confused why they put the last key, or the creator of this game, Ritz. Like, I'm kind of confused why they put the key in the final area. I feel like it would have made more sense to put it in like a previous area, so you would have to travel back to all the previous maps once you had like all your abilities. But at the same time, you know, I'm not gonna question it. It makes it easier, I guess, because you really just gotta collect 4 keys, and then the last key, which is already in the final area. So I guess it's not too bad. Okay, here we go. Now to beat the game. I have no clue what my runtime is going to be. It's probably a lot longer, to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it, because it's like, I know I've been taking a little longer. But again, I kind of expected that for streaming this game for the first time. There was going to be some little hiccups here and there, but you know, it is what it is. Plus the game will tell me in a bit what my completion time was. Okay, here we go. There you go, one final ass shot before we get to the final boss. Sorry about that. Alright, key. Or actually, no, I'm pretty sure some of you would appreciate that. Alright, there's the final key. Alright, here we go. This is gonna suck a little bit, because the final boss in this game can be kind of tricky. Because in a good run through, I thought the keyholes were eyes. In a good run through, the final boss would like be very you know what, I actually want to do this in the let's do this in the soldier armor, because I like the soldier armor. It looks nice. But no, like, yeah, the final boss of this game can be very tricky to fight at times. It mostly depends on the fact that, like, I think it's kind of random what moves the final boss is gonna do here and there. But yeah, let's just hope I can get it in the first round. But if I might die, honestly, because it could be a little tricky, especially with me not having all the power-ups. All right, here we go. By the way, fucking music for this area is fucking good. I will be doing more damage though, luckily, because I got a power-up. So that's something good. But yeah, this is the final boss. Also, this music right here is fucking amazing, like I was saying. Probably one of my favorite tracks of the game too. It also just kind of comes out of nowhere, which is like really cool about it. It's just like, oh yeah, shit, there's a final boss theme in this game. Best way to fight this boss, by the way, since like she keeps moving around a lot, use the target camera. It makes it much easier. We're in the second phase of the fight now. Thank God I picked up that power up that does more damage. That really helps out a lot. It's making the phase go way easier. Because I was having trouble without some of the power ups. Let's see. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Oh. Thank you. Oh, God. Alright. My sister just brought cookies in. Hell yeah. This is gonna be a good reward for sure after I finish this. Fucking W sister right there. Bringing me some sugar cookies right now after the boss fight. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be a great reward for sure. Okay, we're done. Yeah, I will say this was much easier because of the fact that I picked up the power up thing, or was the attack up ability, so that made it really good. Not really the kind of person you want to hang out with, right? I barely remember what she was really like. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a story in this game. I kind of ignored the whole story. But that's fine. Whenever I do another playthrough of this game, like 100% playthrough, I will actually be doing some of the story stuff because, you know, it's cool and all. But that's the whole reason you're here, right? I get it. I can't just hide here forever and pretend I don't exist. I'm sure I'll find something worth being awake for. Maybe I'll finally get into photography. That'd be nice, I think. So thanks, goat bunny cat lady. Sybil? Got it. I'll make sure to write it down as soon as I wake up. I don't want to forget you two. I'm sure you got someone else to help out, right? So yeah, thanks. Take care, Sybil. That is the end. That is the end of the game. We're done. I need to check what my completion time was. That font is also asked to read. No, yeah, that the font could be a little shit to read. I get the reason why it's like that. It's because, you know, it's supposed to be low resolution, low poly, all that stuff. But it's also like, it's really hard to read. 1 hour and 23 minutes. Okay, so technically, I took 10 or no, yeah, 1 hour and 23 minutes. So you know what? That's not bad. That's not bad for a stream playthrough. So technically, like a few more minutes than my last run, which was this one, the 1 hour and 7 minutes, 47 seconds. So not bad, honestly. That was really good for a stream. I like how it also says 1, 2, 3. I just noticed it just says 1, 2, 3. But no, that was really fun. Love the Salmon Max spin-off starting Simple Panda Milk for I don't know what that is, but you know, yeah, that's something funny to add on for sure. But no, thank y'all for joining in and watching me play Pseudoregalia for the first time on well, not first time, but like streaming it for the first time. This was fun. This is a fun game, fun playthrough. By the way, this game is only like $5. Like again, if I was to advertise this game, like go buy it. It's $5, or I think like 7 or 5. I can't remember, but it's cheap. It goes on sale for like a couple bucks off, and it's so good. It's such a fun game, and it's a short one too. A short, quick game you can play, and if you really love it, you can replay it as much as you want, you know. And yeah, like straight up, this is probably one of my favorite indie Metroidvania platformer games, or 3D Metroidvanias, I should say. But yeah, that being said, this was a fun playthrough. This was really good. You know what? I should probably like, because how long have I been streaming for? Okay, so like 1 hour and 38 minutes. Okay, so yeah, so just like, yeah. Should I start mentally and physically preparing for our long huh? Most likely, we'd be like, yeah, probably for sure. But that being said, yeah, I'm gonna probably start wrapping up the stream now. Finding someone else to raid in a bit. But thank you all for joining me on the stream. I think if I ever come back to this game, I might do 100% playthrough, you know, especially if you guys want to see that, like, see me collect everything, every item in the game, every, like, you know, power-ups and everything like that.
Number 13,
I would love to do that.
The Glizzy Clobbler.
Hell yeah. But no, yeah, a 100% playthrough of this game will be something nice for me to do one day. Just because why not? I love playing this game more. If it gives me an excuse to play more of it, and if you guys really enjoy it, maybe down the road for sure though. Maybe sometime later this year or next year. But that being said, I enjoyed my time. You know, thanks for those who came by to watch. It was a great time. I love playing games like these. You know, games that I really want to like play and get out of the way, to just enjoy and have a fun time. But yeah, okay. Enough me glossing over and doing all that. Let me play some Pseudoregalia music, and then we'll wrap up the stream, and I'll go find someone to raid. Because again, the you know, the soundtrack for this game is so good. Go check out Pseudoregalia. It's so good. Well, I actually want to listen to, which song is it? Is it Twilight Theater? Yeah, there we go. There we go. I love that song so much. I love Twilight Theater so much. All right, let's go find someone to raid, and then I'll see you all tomorrow with a Valentine stream, because that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a Valentine stream and playing another indie game. I'm going to be playing Lovely Planet. You know, sounds lovely. You know, it's Valentine's Day. You know, it's fitting. It fits, you know. It's a Valentine's special, so why not? Another indie game before I eventually take a small break next week to see how my internet thing is going to go, because I might be swapping internet providers, since I've been having kind of internet issues with the previous provider, or well, the recent internet provider I've been with, which is Spectrum, which man, they really suck. They really fucking suck at their jobs, I'll say. But you know, I've already complained enough in the past, so let's just go find someone to raid for sure. Let's see who's on right now. The like friend wise, like people that I know that I could go raid. And let's see. You know what? Let's see. Oh, I thought, okay, no, I don't see Austin. I was gonna raid Austin, honestly, because it's retro game, retro aesthetic, you know, and that'd be cool to see. Who we got? You know what, okay, let's go raid Gnarly. I see they're on right now. It's been a bit. Let's go raid them. Let's go give them some love. Okay, let's start the raid, and yeah, I'll see you all for sure tomorrow with the Valentine stream, and then yeah, you know, for those who are expecting the Sonic Adventure streams, that will be next week for sure. So expect those next week if my internet gets fixed up and everything. All right, I'll see you all later. Take care. Good night. Good morning. All that stuff, and have a good day. Have a good day. Bye bye.